What's up, YouTubes? It's been a long time since I've done a live, man. So, who's up right now? Is it everybody across the pond? What they say across the pond? Across the pond? Across the pond? Yo, what the fuck are y'all up to? Anybody fucking up? Probably not. So I just got done Ubering, driving for fucking 11 hours today, trying to make money, punk ass money. So who's gonna talk with me about abstract music? Nobody? Just the flies? Just the silence? Anyways, how many of you guys actually listen to like abstract music? You know what I'm saying? Who actually listens to abstract music? What defines abstract music? I know a lot of people say, "Oh, that artist is abstract," but is it really abstract? Is the beat actually going on beat? Does it stay on beat, or is it abstract? Does it have a little slight pullback from the fourth note to the 16th note? You know what I mean? And that's how I make my music. My music is abstract. To the T, it's abstract. Doesn't have a pace in its rhythm. It's got its little discrepancies. The same way when I flow my rhymes. When I do my rhymes, it's the same thing. It's got that discrepancies. But I'm getting better. I'm going back in all my songs. I'm going back and redoing the lyrics, redoing my delivery, trying to find my voice and how I rhyme it, how I sing it, all those in between, man. All of those in between. You know? And that's the difference with me and my music, man. I don't see a lot of art. Like, when I try to look for songs that are like mine, it's hard to find songs like that. And that's, well, I don't know. I don't know, man. I hear people with different music out there that are supposedly abstract, but they got a solid melody going through the whole song. Like it's a specific beat that's just constantly, it's either a 16th, note melody. It's not really abstract. There's no discrepancies in the melody or the beat. It doesn't have that, okay, the snare was a little off on this part. It's like doing a live performance. Any artists out there that know when you do a live performance and you're playing on the guitar or the drums or the bass or the keyboard and you got to stay on note. It's kind of going slightly off that note and making it an abstract sound, man. You know what I'm saying? So people aren't used to listening to abstract music. We're so trained, so many of us are so trained to listen to a certain melody, to listen to a certain beat, and that's what sounds good to our ears, right? We hear a song on the radio and right away we know if we like it or not, right? If the frequency is really kicking to our ears or the frequency is really grabbing at us, yeah, that's what we're going to listen to. But I don't know, for me as an artist, when I hear music that's from underground artists like me or who are, artists that don't get no play, but if I hear their songs and it's got that abstract sound to it and a good melody, man, they should be out getting more views. Shit. And that's what I'm trying to do. Like on the SoundCloud, I'm trying to get connected with other artists that are doing the same thing like me, that got that abstract sound and got their own style, because the radio play is dominated by the labels and other artists who have that sound that is just too common. How many songs we listen to and it just got the same fucking beat, the same melodies. It's just a different artist rapping or singing to it. And not hating on them. Shit, that's their style. Okay, great. But like it would sound better if they made, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's artists out there that innovate with different melodies, but like when I do a lot of my raps, I don't do samples, man. I know a lot of people do samples, but I don't do samples, man. I use what's in my DAW. In my digital workstation that I use all the raw instruments. I use all the raw instruments, and I use that's it. I just use the raw instruments. I play what's in my head that sounds good, and I put that melody out. I think what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start putting my instrumentals out there too, because they sound dope. Shit, I got a lot of instrumentals that are fucking dope as fuck. But again, I'm finding my voice. So right now, some of my songs don't sound as good because my timing is off. That's the reason why I'm going back to a lot of my songs and redoing them. You know what I mean? I'm going back to a lot of my songs and just redoing the timing. I'm like, man, that sounds like shit. Let me get my timing better, because I know it sounds better. Shit, I know it pops better too when I go back and redo it. One of my songs, Effortless Complications, I put that song out this past week, and I got a few compliments on it, man. That's a big thing to me. Shit. But the timing when I first did it, it was too spoken word. When I did that song, it was way too spoken word. So when I went back and redid it, shit, it sounds 10 times better. But I know for a fact I could do it even 10 times better than what I got it right now. It's one of those songs that I know will hit. I just got to find my voice. Because I love Crazy Bone. I love Bone Thugs. I love some of Timbaland's music. I love Nate Dogg. Shit. A lot of artists out there who have a deep voice, like mine. And but I don't want to sound like them, man. I want to sound like me. You know what I mean? I want people to hear my music and, oh, okay, that's Gabriel. That's Trifical Life. Shit, that's his music. But being truly abstract, man, there's just not a whole lot of people doing truly abstract. Oh, what is up, Tribal Nation, the UP? How you doing, brother? Mr. Carlos Aguilar. What's going on, homie? From Alaska. Shit. I've always wanted to visit Alaska, man. What's the music like there, man? Is it abstract? Y'all got, what kind of artists y'all got down there, man? Up there, because I'm in Texas. I'm all the way down here in Texas, man. And I'm driving right now with my light on. A lot of people say, oh, it's illegal to drive with your light on with your ride through the city, but nah, that's just a myth your parents tell you so that you don't drive around all crazy and shit. But shit, you up late, aren't you? Well, unless the time is different in Alaska, man. But yeah, man, abstract music, man. What's y'all's thoughts on that? I know a lot of people, they say, oh, that's an abstract sound. But to me, in my opinion, a true abstract production, that's the rhythm, the melody, everything in between. The beat is kind of off. It jumps up and down. It's like the transition from the beginning of a song where it's a hi-hat, it's a fast rhythm, right? Maybe 120 BPM, and then it pulls back to like a 60 BPM or something low like that, and then brings back up. To me, that's abstract. That's abstract. But it's also rhythmic abstract. Hold on, man. I'm driving, so I'm trying not to read the messages while I'm actually in motion while I'm driving. Let's see. Lots of old school, and believe it or not, our elders listen to Tex-Mex. No shit. Oh, the Tejano sound, Holmes. I'm not a big fan of Tex-Mex music, man, but hey, shit, it hits. Some of the shit hits. I know what's that group that's from Monterrey, right? Monterrey, Mexico, man. 3M Ball or some shit like that. They got a dope ass track. It's the only track that I know of theirs, man. It's in Tintalo, right? I think it's in Tintalo, man. I could be wrong, man. I could be wrong. So, but that's fucking dope. They listen to Tex-Mex. Shit. Man, I think Alaska has the most beautiful scenery. But I've been in Texas my entire life, man. My entire life. And I'm ready to get up out of this mug. Dallas is where I live. And it's a concrete city out here, man. For real. I know a lot of people say that about New York. And New York, it's got concrete and whatnot. But New York's got culture. In New York, you got the ocean, and you can go walk and sit in the ocean, and you can walk around and get to spots. But here in Dallas, if you don't have a ride, shit, you assed out. Everything is spread out here in Dallas, man. Everything is just from butt fuck far. Anyways, I'm jumping off the topic. So, come on, I need some people talking to me. Carlos can't be the only folks out there. Not that I don't appreciate Carlos's input. But anyways, abstract music, man. That's what we need, more artists, man. I feel anybody who wants to do music, who has that artistry in their heart, and they love to sing, or they love to rhyme, or they love to play an instrument, man, do that shit. Throw it on YouTube. There's plenty of artists on YouTube. I think that's my next goal. I'm going to start sifting through YouTube when I got downtime, and I'm going to start pulling in artists from other YouTube channels and just start pulling them together so we can get, some abstract music out there, man. People can listen to it. People can bounce their heads to something different. It's the same. The elevation of music has been formed out of abstract sounds. You got to think about that, right? The 20s, it was the swing era. The 30s, right? The 40s was the birth of folk music. I mean, folk music has always been around, but the 40s really crept in the birth of folk music and the rock sound. Then rock and roll popped off in the 50s, right? Yeah, Richie Valens, Buddy Holly, all of them godfathers of rock and roll. Buddy Holly, if he was alive today, Elvis wouldn't have been shit. Buddy Holly would have been the king of rock. Him and Richie Valens. Straight up. That dude right there wrote his own music. He's got the dopest songs out there. And y'all don't know Buddy Holly, man, y'all need to check out his shit for real. But then you get into the 60s, and the 60s is like, the psychedelic era and all that. The 70s disco. 80s is retro, right? You got the retro era with the synthesizer and all of that. The 808s started to be birthed. Then you come into the 90s, and the 808s really started kicking off with hip hop and rap and all that other shit. Then you get into the early 2000s, and it's almost like I don't know, it's like the happy gangster rap, almost in a way, right? And now, and not say that music hasn't elevated, but it's almost like all these auto-tune shit, But that's where music gets elevated, man, from abstract sounds, man. That's how music is elevated throughout the years. If you're an artist and you continue to work on your craft and you continue to work on your instruments and your music, you elevate. You really do, man. You try different notes. You try different riffs. You try different, patterns and shit. It's not just within that 12 key frame. It's not just within that 12 key frame. It's beyond that. And yeah, man, there's beautiful music that's waiting to be born. Different sounds. It's like, the greatest songs out there, like Crossroads from Bone Thugs, or what's that other one? Or Whitney Houston. Things like that, you know what I mean? Artists like that have come up with different ways of coordinating old music influence to a new sound. So, anyways, I'm running out of things to talk because ain't nobody talking. Only Carlos was talking. Ain't nobody else talking. Nobody else wants to talk. That's another thing too. People are so impatient, man. People nowadays are so quick to flip the channel, so quick to change. Ain't nobody got time to sit for a minute and conversate, man. That's one thing about me. One thing I learned through all my years is sitting and talking with folks, man. You'd be surprised on people's insights. It's, man, people's insights and people's views, and it's a beautiful thing, man, when you really open up to other folks, man, other people, and not be so quick to run through them. Sometimes I'll jump on these lives and I'll talk to other people that got low views, man, just to talk with them, man. But yeah, people are so quick. If people took the time to sit and listen, man, there would be so many connections with everybody. People wouldn't feel so alone. You know what I mean? People wouldn't feel like, well, fuck, man, I'm sitting here pouring my heart out as a content creator or as an artist or whatever you do, and no one's really listening to what I'm doing. No one's really gravitating to what I'm spitting or to what I'm talking about. And I know what I'm talking about is what other people are going through. Shit, I know I'm not the only one. You know what I mean? But again, people want that flashiness, or they want that big thing that they, what everybody else is doing instead of what everybody is not doing. It's like everybody has the same hat on because that hat is the thing that's popping. Well, not me, man. I've always been different. Shit, I'm that type of person that's like, nah, man, I want a different hat. In fact, I want a different style. If I could find something that's excuse me, my style, that's what I want to wear. I don't want to be like everybody else. It could be contradicting because I know there's other people out there that have the same thought pattern as me, but that's what I'm talking about. Those are the people that I'd like to connect with, man. Shit. People that want to do something different and not follow the pattern of what everybody else is doing. Not follow the whatever the thing that's in, De La Hoya was white. Oh, for real? Oh, shit. I don't know, man. I don't look like no Oscar De La Hoya. Cuz said I look like Oscar De La Hoya. Oh, shit. That's funny, man. That's funny. That's yeah. That's a first, man. Here, let me turn on the lights here. Nah, man, I don't think I look like Oscar De La Hoya. I look like me. But then again, you know what? That's that whole what's that? What they call that? Doppelganger. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, no, it's I guess with the video it looks different. But that's a trip. Let's see. Wake and bake. Time to smoke. Man, I wish I could smoke like I used to, man, but I can't, man. I just my body. I'm older now. You know what I mean? And so it just hits different. I gotta have more CBD in the bud than I do the psychedelic part. You know what I mean? The THC part. Yeah. But ain't nothing wrong with cannabis, man. It's a medicine, dude. Do your thing. Shit. Do your thing. Let me see if I can see who you tatting music. Hell yeah. Can't means you try hard enough. What does SYLO mean, Sweet Leaf? Break it down for me. What you talking about? SYLO. Sipping yak, low obstacles. SYLO, sipping yak, low obstacles, tripping, dipping, riding through the streets, talking to folks, waiting for another beat or conversation in the mix. Yeah, man. More fucking initials. More fucking initials. Anyways, man. Abstract music, y'all. Abstract motherfucking music. That's what I want to connect with. I want to know what kind of abstract music other artists are doing out there, man. I've always been that way, even when I was younger. If I could hear a different beat that wasn't the norm, hell yeah. But that's the same as like rap. You get a lot of rappers that talk about the same shit. Not all of them, obviously. But back then it was just more common. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have the apps to give us a plethora of music like we have now. Shit, there's a variety of music out there now, man. Shit, you could listen to any artist, any artist that ain't, mainstream and whatnot. That's the beautiful thing about having the internet the way it is now. But back then we were stuck listening to the shit. Whatever was on the fucking radio, yeah, that's what you were stuck with. Shit. But yeah, man. Two Live Crew was it? Yeah, man. Doodoo Brown. That was the jam, dude. Was it called Doodoo Brown? I could be wrong, but man, I'm gonna rock. Man, when that bass line hit, Uncle Luke had mixed that shit. Well, I don't know if he produced the song, but yeah, Two Live Crew was, man. That's a whole genre with them. And what was the name of that other group? I want to say Gucci Crew, not Gucci Crew. I could be wrong, but this was a long time ago. Internet gave me more access to sex, nothing of value. Man, you got to find your worth in this world, man. Anything can be addicting. Anything can dissuade you and take you off your path of your worth and value. And that's the beautiful thing about music, man. When you make your own artistry and stick with that faith, whether you're a content creator, whether you're a painter, an artist, a poet, a writer, man, stick with that shit, and you won't get sidetracked with all this negativity in this world that may drag you down, because you ain't got to be taught how to be negative, man. Ain't nobody got to teach anybody how to be negative. Shit, it's out there. But to be positive for yourself, that's the challenge, man. Especially in this life, man. That is one of the biggest challenges to the day we die. Is just getting to that peace and to that value of our worth, and not giving a fuck what other people think. I get people that comment on the pages that I have, like on TikTok and even on here on YouTube, that say negative comments. Man, I pay them no mind. Don't pay them no mind. If you want to be a content creator, you want to be an artist, man, do that shit. Don't pay them no mind, man. You don't need to give them any kind of power or any kind of energy. What kind of Harley? What kind of Harley you own? I don't have a Harley, man. Shit. I've only ridden a bike maybe a few times, and that was a dirt bike. Yeah, man, I don't ride bikes. I'd like to. I don't know, man. I wouldn't mind riding a bike, but yeah, no, man. I'm indigenous with Latino in me too. Half Latino. Probably a little bit less Latino than I am more indigenous. Well, that's from my mom. Yeah, but I wouldn't mind having a Harley. Shit. If I could learn how to ride one. But trust me, I wouldn't be one of them fools riding with no helmet. Shit, I would need a helmet. Fuck that shit. Anyways, man, what's y'all's favorite abstract music, man? Anybody got any suggestions on abstract music? What is y'all's opinion on abstract music? Everybody has their opinion, Excuse me. What's a helmet? He said, Sweet Leaf said, fuck it, man. I'm riding. I'm taking my chance. Yeah, just be safe, man. I'm telling you, dude. I've seen a few dead people die from motorcycle accidents, man. I saw one 2 years ago. 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. It was sad, man. It was a young dude. He was probably like maybe in his early 20s. Yeah, man. They had him covered with the sheet too, man. I was passing by on work, and his bike wasn't that fucked up, but I guess he got hit pretty good. It was sad, dude. It was sad, man, to see. Oh, I'm sorry, YouTube. He was unalived. I guess I can't say certain words on YouTube, right? Yeah, lost it. Yeah, man, I'm sorry, dude. Me too, man. I've lost a lot of homeboys, growing up. A lot of brothers. Yeah, I prefer to say it that way too, man. A lot of brothers, and that's life, dude. We all, man, we're all gonna lose folks, but if you could be smarter about it, But then again, I don't know, man. Like if whatever thrills, whatever you find happiness in, and other people look at it like, oh, that's dangerous. If you find happiness in it, and you're okay with if life takes you in that happiness that you like to do, man, more power to you, man. If you ain't hurt nobody else, hey, more power to you, man. You know what I mean? More power to you. If you're new to this channel, I'm the Harley Davidson, Oscar De La Hoya lookalike motherfucker. Now come to your city, and I'll pimp your shit out for $1. $1. And if you ain't watching my shit, you better come back and watch my shit. Because I'm looking crazy right now at fucking almost 4 o'clock in the morning, driving with my light on. I probably got these people passing by me like, who the fuck is this brown motherfucker? Oh, shit. Passing the quickie trip. Anyways, man. So what's good with y'all, man? Can somebody tell me what type of abstract music you like listening to? Or y'all know what abstract music is? Or y'all just listen to the normal shit? That's another thing too, what I love about abstract music. So I play piano. I'm not a professional by any means, but I love playing piano, and I've been playing it for the past, let me see, how many years now? Since 2017. That's 9 years, yeah. Anyways, when I listen to classical music, I know a lot of people listen to a lot of people don't, but for me, I listen to everything but country. I don't know, I just can't. Something about country, not all of it. There's some country songs that I guess I could get by, but classical music, not classical, let's just say instruments, right? The strings, the horns. If you're a musician that plays whatever type of instrument you play, you get elevated to a point where you do play abstract. You hit different notes, you hit different sounds, and during that time of creation, man, you come up with some really dope ass shit. It's like like when Beethoven first started playing and shit, Mozart, all them motherfuckers, I don't know all the names to the T, but shit, that's how they created the riffs and the compositions that you have today that people try to copy or base their teachings on and shit. But shit, you can do that shit yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yourself. Motherfucker, I'm talking to you. Okay, I'll calm down. What's up, Virginia Lopez? From Virginia, West Virginia and East Virginia? No? Am I wrong? I'm gonna paint y'all's fucking faces, man. I'm gonna paint it. Just a little bit. I'm gonna paint y'all just a little bit. Maybe up under your nose. Just a little bit. I'm gonna paint your face. I'm gonna come to your house. I'm gonna paint your face with my little nappy ass beard. Just a little bit. I probably should pay attention to the road. How you doing, Virginia, man? I'm just joking around, so don't take anything to heart. Hope your early morning's going well. I'm about to call it a night, man. I need to get some sleep because I got some shit to do tomorrow. And yeah, but I think this is the most people I've ever had really watch my live, man, which is dope. Which is dope. It's talking about abstract music. You know, it's trying to get people to conversate about abstract music, but ain't nobody want to conversate about abstract music. No, they want to see funny shit. Trying to be intellectual here. No, see, look at that. Nobody now. Anyways, that's my take on abstract music. If you're a content creator, again, like I keep repeating the shit, if you're an artist and you're afraid to jump into it, I will leave saying this. If you're afraid to jump into that shit, there's no better time than to work on your artistry and share it with the world, man. You know, people will love to see what you got. You know what I mean? People will love to see what type of artistry you do, what type of paintings you paint, or, you know, writings and shit like that. Like I said, for me, it took me a long time to admit I was an artist. And now that I'm here, man, I'm grateful, dude. I've had the dopest compliments on my shit. Even though, you know, it's not everybody's gonna like what you do. Shit. And there's nothing wrong with it. Not everybody has to. You know what I mean? Not everybody has to like the songs that you put out or the abstract sounds and whatnot. But there will be people out there that will like it. And that's where you should focus on, man. Shit. Don't pay attention to the people who leave, you know, snarl remarks or negative remarks and stuff like that. I don't. I got negative remarks on my page, you know, on some of my songs and on my other social media. I don't pay it no mind. Nah, I don't give them that energy. But I'm telling you, and you elevate when you start really working on your artistry. Excuse me, and you start continuously working on your artistry, man, it gets to a level that you could never imagine. And you don't, a lot of people don't want to do it to be famous because it's just their passion. So do that. You know what I mean? Do that. And you got people who do artistry that want to be famous. And there ain't nothing wrong with that either, man. Shit. Everybody has their dreams in life that they want to fulfill. And nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You know? But it is funny when I see, I will say, you know, not to focus on the negative, but I see all these content creators who are small channels like me. I'm a small channel, man, that don't get the interactions that, you know, that a lot of small channels hope for. You know, ain't saying that, oh man, we, you know, want to be dipped in this million subscribers and all this other shit. No, just, you know, just interacting, man. That's all. Want to interact with folks, because definitely everybody has something that somebody else can relate to. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. It's almost 4:00 in the morning. How long have I been doing this for? 30 minutes? I don't know. I'll stay on if people want to talk. If y'all got something to talk about. I was talking about abstract music. Trying to get people to tell me, you know, what type of abstract music y'all like, or what your opinions on it. I'm trying to get better about that too. I'm trying to learn music theory. Well, not so much music theory, but I'm actually trying to learn notes. You know, because all the music that I do is by ear. I do know by certain notes, and obviously the BPM and the speed and all of that shit. But as far as like the notes, I go by by what I hear, by sound and all that. Anyways, well, I guess that's it. I guess that's all. No more love. No love. No love in the butt. Oh shit. Anyways, let's see. Can you see me? No? It's dark now. I'll put my hand there. So if you're joining my channel now, I'm on the hunt for the chupacabra. If you know what the chupacabra is, just wait. I'm about to show y'all. Right in front of your face. I'm gonna get this chupacabra. We're gonna jump in here and get this little bloodsucker. Anyways, I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. I know I was acting a fool, but much love to everybody, man. I definitely got a wandering mind, and yeah, much love to everybody. And check out my music, man. If you like what I have, or if you don't like what I have, shit, let me know. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the biggest things you could do for a small content creator or a small artist like me that wants to connect with people who would like what they're talking about, or like what their visuals are providing, or their content's providing. You know what I'm saying? Shit, show some love to them people, man. Or check out my shit. If you like my shit, tell me. If you don't, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Say what I'm saying. Much love, y'all, man. Y'all have a good morning, a good night. I'll see y'all next time. In your face. Later, y'all.